So today we'll be looking into cloud formation, and this is one of the integral parts of AWS, and this you can utilize it to make your daily works or make your work a bit easier. So what is cloud formation? AWS Cloud Formation is a service that helps you model and set up your Amazon Web Services resources so that you can spend less time managing those resources and more time focusing on your application that run in AWS. So you can make a template where you can put your resources like EC2, RDS, and ELB load balancers, everything, and you can take those templates and you can go ahead and launch the applications. Thus it can save your time. You create a template that describes all the AWS resources that you want, like EC2, as I said earlier, EC2, RDB, RDS. Amazon CloudFormation takes care of provisioning and configuring those resources for you. You do not need to individually create and configure AWS resources and figure out what's dependent on what. AWS CloudFormation handles all of that. When you use AWS CloudFormation, you work with templates and stacks. We will look into it as we go on with the course. You create templates to describe your AWS resources and their properties. Templates can be made in JSON format, it can be in YAML format. Whenever you create a stack, AWS formation provisions are resources that are described in your template, and whenever you delete that stack, those resources are also deleted on its own. So these are the features of cloud management. It simplifies the infrastructure management. It can quickly replicate your infrastructure. It can easily control and track changes to your infrastructure. So how does it do it? How does it simplify your infrastructure management? For a scalable web application that includes, as I told earlier, that includes a backend database, like means you might be needing auto scaling group, elastic load balancer, and Amazon relation data service instance. Normally, what you do, what we did till now, we provisioned the instances one by one. Means we configured our auto scaling group, we configured our launch configuration, we configured the target groups, then our application load balancers, then we created our relational database, and we made our VPC, our service groups to security groups to be open for our 3306 port. These things we had to do, and this became much complex as you go through my previous video. So instead, you can create or modify an existing cloud formation template which describes all of your resources and their properties. When you use that template to create AWS Cloud Formation stack, once the stack has been successfully created, your AWS resources are up and running. And once you delete the stack, as I told earlier, it deletes all the resources in the stack. By using AWS Cloud Formation, you easily manage a collection of resources as a single unit. So it's like automation. You are automating it so that you do not need to take care of each and every resource. Quickly replicate your infrastructure. Just think, you need some, your client actually needs some data, some resiliency, for which you need multiple availability zones or additional availability. Replication is needed for for multiple regions. The challenge is that it also requires you to replicate your resources, because the same resources you need to if zone A has 2 EC2 instances, zone B should also have 2 EC2 instances. Likewise for other resources also. So you need to keep a record of all the resources that your application requires, and you need to provision and configure these resources in each region. So but when you use your AWS CloudFormation, you can use your template to set up your resources consistently and repeatedly. So in each and every region, you do not need to go ahead and provision your EC2 instances, your database one by one. So you can use your CloudFormation template and your resources will be set up automatically. Easily control and track changes to your infrastructure. Suppose currently you are using T2 Micro as your EC2 T2 Micro for your EC2 instance. This is a free tier, and due to some reasons you need to upgrade it. This can be done, or you can say that means as you go through our PPT. The maximum number of instances currently, if you say that the maximum number of instances is 10, but and you can think that you do not need those many instances and you can just decrease the number of instances. But once you decrease, you see there's some problem you're facing and you need to roll back. So how means you need to for in this case you need to remember the number of resources which were changed and everything, the original settings, everything you need to remember. But if you go through the CloudFormation template, it exactly describes what resources are provisioned and their settings. Because these templates are text files, you can version it. You can simply track them in your templates to track your changes by using a version control system with your templates. So if at any point you need to reverse changes to your infrastructure, you can use a previous version of your template. So what is a template? It can be simply a JSON or a YAML formatted text file, and you can save those extensions as such as JSON.yaml.template or .txt. And AWS CloudFormation uses these templates as blueprints for building your AWS resources. For example, in a template, you can describe your Amazon EC2 instance as the instance type, the AMI ID, the block device mappings, and its Amazon EC2 key pair. Whenever you create a stack, you also specify a template that AWS CloudFormation uses. So let's see one of our JSON templates. This one I have copied in from our AWS site. So as you can see in here, the first thing, the format version is present and the description is given as a sample template. Resources, it's using EC2 instance. The type is AWS EC2 instance. The image ID, this is the AMI ID which we are taken, and the instance type is T2.micro, which is the free tier version, and the key name is provided in here. And here we have the EBS volume, which EBS and all will be needed. Those are provided in here. The volume size is 20 GB. So this is one of the formats of JSON. Likewise, the same type of format you can find it in Amazon website for your YAML template. So what is a stack? When you use AWS CloudFormation, you manage related resources as a single unit called a stack. You can take it as a bookshelf, one of the stack where some books are there, that is one of the stack. So you can create, update and delete a collection of resources by creating, updating and deleting stacks. All the resources in a stack are defined by the stack's AWS CloudFormation template. A stack, for instance, can include all the resources required to run a web application, such as web server, a database, networking. If you no longer require that web application, you can simply delete the stack and all of its related resources are deleted on its own, as I told earlier. You can work with stacks by using the AWS CloudFormation console API or AWS CLI also. We will see through our AWS CloudFormation console. What are change sets? It's like version control itself. If you need to make changes to the running resources in a stack, you need to update the stack. Before making changes to your resources, you can generate a change set, which is a summary of your proposed changes. Change sets allow you to see how your changes might impact your running resources, especially for critical resources before implementing them. So now let's go ahead and create a cloud formation from and see how we can use our cloud formation template. So here we are in our AWS management console. Let's go to cloud formation, and where do we find our cloud formation? It is under management and governance, as you can see in here, cloud formation. If you haven't created a single stack till now, you will be getting a screen like this. So from here you need to create the stack, and I will be using a sample template. I'll go in from here, and I will use WordPress blog as my sample template, and you can see the template in designer, where you can change as required. As you want, you can change in here. So this is the format in our JSON, and you can check in YAML also. Here is EC2. This is the instance type, t2.small default it is taken, and allowed values are this. The DB name will be taken as WordPress DB. So it will be creating a DB also. We need to see whether this template will be creating a WordPress DB, whether it will be in RDS or MySQL database installed in EC2 instance. That we need to see. So the DB password and all, everything is present. So this is the template where you can see it. I'm just closing it. You can, while you go through the lab on your own, you can check it. So let's create the stack. Use the template while we using this template. Then next, let me give the stack name as my WordPress cloud formation template. Let me give the name as DB name as infra experts. The DB password also let it be same. The DB root password also, DB user also, let me give everything as same. The instance type, let me take t2.micro. The key name, as we have this, I will take in the test. Then next, as in Ohio region, I had this. Next, then let's give a tag value name. I'm just giving this name, and let's not go ahead with any IAM role, and I will keep everything as default. Stack policy, no stack policy. Rollback configuration, I'm not putting anything. Notification options you can put. We will be seeing this is a SNS topic and all in our next videos. Rollback on failure, let me put it as disabled. Termination protection is disabled. So let's review it and then create the stack. So my stack creation is in progress, and this will take some time for the stack to be created. So I'll just pause the video until this gets created. So you can see in here, these are means you can see the events which are getting created, and each and everything is getting created, and right now our web server security group has been created. You can see all this, the progress from your events, and you can see our stack has been created successfully. So let's go back and you can see that this is created. So when this is created, I believe we will have our EC2 instance also created. Let's go to our EC2 instance, and you can see one of our instances is running in running status. So as you can see in here, the name my WP, my WordPress cloud formation template, as I gave the name. It's in t2.micro as I mentioned earlier. Monitoring is disabled, security group as they created, the key name as test, key pair name. So you can see in here. So let us see whether, let us just copy it and paste it in here. As you can see in here, you may now add content to the directory where www.html. Note that note that until you do so, people visiting your website will see this page. So we need to configure it because we didn't mention the bootstrap script and all, or else we would have got our WordPress site. So let's see whether we have our RDS also installed created or not. No, we do not have our RDS created. As you can see in here, 0 of 40 instances are currently up. So no RDS instances are created in here. So our EC2 instance is having MySQL database installed in it as per the template. So now let's go ahead and let's delete the stack and let's see what happens. We can update it from here, the stack actions, edit termination protection, view drift, create stack. We can create one more stack from here. Now let's just delete it. Deleting, as you can see, the option what we are given in here, deleting the stack will delete all stacked resources. Resources will be deleted according to their deletion policy. So let's just delete the stack, and deletion is in progress. You can check it from here, delete in progress. My web server is getting deleted. Let us see the condition of our EC2 instance. So you can see no running instances are present currently, and in here also this is shutting down. So this justifies the point that if you delete your stack, your resources which were allotted through your stack will also get deleted. So that is all about cloud formation. If you like my video, please do like, subscribe and share. Thanks a lot.